on and who's not on. I guess this is our first time. And with that, we're going to have some issues, I guess, as we work through and try to get everybody on. So it shows that we have some guests. It shows that we have a people on. We don't know who you are. But stay with us as we keep going through this. Hopefully more people will log on. So I think today we're going to have to use today to work out the bugs. Try to get everybody on. So that way next class, we should be ready to rock and roll. If you guys don't know me, those who know me in the village, my name is Mr. Kavan. I'm the welding teacher here at Riddick High School, and for you rural folks, I guess I'll be sort of your teacher as well. So welcome to class. It's a bit experimental here. We're all learning as we go. So we ask for a lot of patience. We also ask that as we're doing this, hopefully your teachers have spoken with you and they're about proper etiquette on the camera and making sure that we watch what we say and what we do. So that way, because this stuff gets recorded and put on the internet, and we don't want to disgrace our program and we don't want to screw this up. So I have a little help with this. I'm not a technology person. I can weld, but I can't do anything with computers. So I have two young ladies, Katrina and Celeste. There's Katrina. There's Celeste. And they'll be handling, along with Mr. White, handling all the technology questions. So each day when you have questions, when we log on, you'll see on the Moodle site that there is a question and answer form there for you folks. And I think Katrina's on it right now, typing stuff out and talking to folks. So use that. I can't see you guys. You see me, but I don't see you. So it's hard for me to say, ask questions. So for right now, that's where you post your questions. So if you have a welding question, you have, what are we supposed to be doing, anything at all, don't hesitate to ask that. Either Katrina or Celeste will be on there and they'll respond. If they don't know the answer, they'll ask me, or they may just interrupt me and say, hey, Mr. Kavan, we have this question, can you answer it? And I'll answer it over the camera. So one of them will be monitoring at all times. And so that's sort of the format. I apologize, I'm a little nervous, never done anything like this before, so bear with me. I have students here, and they're actually already working. I have them going. And so this is going to be a joint class. We'll have students here, I have about 12 here, and I have about 12 here, how many I have in the rural site. So it's a good group of students that we're all working together. So often you'll see the camera set up, and as I'm lecturing to my students, you guys will get that lecture as well. And so that's in the pipe. So we have the question board for you guys to answer. We have Moodle for you guys to get on to download resources. So we have the learning topics and measurement topics, and we'll talk about those a little later. We have a sample safety test. Hopefully your teachers there went over it with you. And we post the videos. The way it usually works in my classroom is usually the second year students and third year students mentor the first year students. They say, hey, this is how you strike a bead, an arc. This is how you run a bead. Well, some of you won't have that. I don't think Uziki has anyone there to really show them. And so Celeste and Katrina are going to make videos for you folks. And she'll go ahead and she'll post them on Moodle. We tried to get it done this morning, but we didn't have the camera. So now we have the camera and we're going to hang on to it. So hopefully by tomorrow afternoon, I don't know if we have second period tomorrow or not, do we? So hopefully by tomorrow afternoon, Friday the latest, we'll have videos for you guys online. So for those folks in rural settings that don't have someone to mentor you, to show you, you can go on the Moodle and say, okay, I'm supposed to be doing this bead. How do I do it? You click the video and you can watch the video. And we'll get those put out for you, okay? So there is help on the way for videos. As far as class, we'll meet on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays, 7th period. On Fridays during 7th, we won't meet online here because that's a short class. That's only 40 minutes, and in my room here in the high school, we use that time to work on equipment, to fix stuff that's broke, to grind our boots down, just general shop keep because it's so short a time. And so for you folks in the rural sites on Friday, we won't be online. That's your time to do the same. Maintain your equipment, clean your shop. If you want to do projects on Friday, if your teacher out there is fine with it, that's your bag of tricks. Go for it, okay? Do that. So I think that's the basic shop. On Mondays, we'll be covering safety. So you guys get your OSHA card. Well, I'm not sure if we're going to start this Monday or the following Monday. We'll see because I have to get approval first. We'll be doing safety, so there'll be some lecture on Mondays, and our 70-minute periods will be our long time to go ahead and well. So, any questions I need to answer left from that board there?
Port Lions is here. What do you want to see?
For right now, for Port Lions, good question. What we want to do today, just hold tight and listen to what I'm saying here, I guess, until we get everybody on board. We need to know that we can get all the folks. We need to know that Carluck's on board. We need to know that Akiak's on board. We need to know that Old Harbor's on board. And we need to get Uzinki on board. So Port Lions, you're ahead of the game, and I appreciate that. So just hold tight. So I think that's the basics of the class. So each day we'll log in and we'll cover some basic groundwork. And I'll get you on the floor welding, okay? And so that's what we'll do. If make sure that you have your welding stuff. I'm hoping to have you guys actually weld. We meet tomorrow, so I'm hoping to have you guys weld tomorrow. So go ahead and have your welding stuff. You need a helmet, you need to have gloves, and have safety glasses. Those are your biggies. Okay, hopefully you guys got your rod. I know in Carluck, and Akiak, and in Old Harbor, you guys have returning students who would be great to mentor. And I also know that Mr. Scotter, Mr. Azuya are wonderful welders, and they'll be able to assist as well. Port Lions and Mr. Paul, I don't know your welding experience. You have a little bit there, something to help out. For the individuals in Uzinki, you might rely heavily on those videos. So we'll do our best to get them up. We'll also take the camera over during class. We'll have the girls actually walk over and record people as they're welding during class time. So if someone sends a question and says, hey, I need help with 6010 or 7018, they might just take the camera and walk over and record someone doing it. Or they'll say, hang on, let me find someone to do that, mentor it, and do it. So we'll work through the bugs. There'll be a few we'll work through the bugs. So, 4 lines, hold tight. Anybody else on yet? Okay, Mitchell, no equipment. If you could let your cooperating teacher out there know that, and let's get a hold of Mr. Dirksen, and let's see if we can't get some equipment rushed out to you. So, whoever your cooperating teacher is out there, let them know. Have them send an email to Mr. Dirksen, me CC, and let's see about rushing some equipment out to you, okay? So, and Mitchell, if you could let Trina know if there's any equipment at all in your site, that would be good, so we know if there's anything to borrow, or if we need to get how much we need to get out there. It would be nice. So I think I'm running out of things to say, folks.
Well, also be on the live stream.
Okay, that's what we can do. Mr. White is probably still on. Mr. White, you probably hear us. Is there anything you want to add, Mr. White, before we discontinue? Because I don't think we're going to be able to weld today without the rest of the people on board. All right, Mr. White's going to add something. He's going to text something out, so hold tight here. So Mr. White's in charge of our technology, trying to get things set up for us. If you guys don't know him yet, I think he's in UCP today. So let him put something out here, and then we'll figure out what to do next. I don't dance, so I can't do anything there for you. Sorry.
It's just a paragraph.
I must be typing something out. While Mr. White types that out, feel free to send other questions to Katrina and Celeste. Remember, tomorrow we plan to start welding. So if you have your equipment, get it. Get you on the floor. Mr. White wants me to tell you folks, you can have both the video and the chat open at the same time. This is the best method to check in and let everyone know you are present. So I guess you guys are going to have your cameras up and running. And
No, you need to have the live stream open as well as the chat.
Oh, the live stream as well as the chat. Okay, good. Do we have both of them up and open?
Yeah, they're both. This is the live stream.
Okay.
Okay. Right here, they should be in there.
Okay, so you got the Ustream live chat up there, and you have the Ustream up and the chat that's in. Who sent that? Oh, I actually did send an email on being in class, so it's there. Katrina actually typed in the address, so all I did was just click it inside the email. So the question is I just sent an email out letting you know how to log in, and we actually did send an email out with the link. All you do is click it, and it would have taken you to it. So we did send that. We'll do the same tomorrow. Each day we can do that with the email if it helps. As we get the bugs worked out, it should be easier to do it. So.
Okay, and then there was this, you just posted a mic, so I can be closer.
Oh, I need to be closer to the mic?
Yeah, he said they can't hear you very well.
The mic is on the computer, so.
I don't think I'm winning an Emmy for this by any means, that's for sure. So, all right. So what I think we're going to do, folks, is we have technical difficulties. I think we're going to go ahead and conclude. Okay, I know there's still about 30 minutes left in class, and so I wish I could give you something, but I think right now we just need to get everybody on board here, online and going. So let's make sure that everyone gets on board. So Port Lions, I know you're in the house. I know you're on board here. So thank you for making it, for getting in. And for today, for 30 minutes, let's just use the rest of the time to go ahead and set your shop up. Have your cooperating teacher, make sure all your equipment's ready to go. Make sure it's plugged in, your cables are in good shape. Make sure you got your equipment. Check your rods, inventory what you have. If there's anything you need, make sure that you let us know via text. Let Mr. Dirksen know, CC myself in that email. I think that's the best thing we can do right now. Let's just really use our time to try to weld tomorrow, would be our goal. So, Port Lions will let you go ahead and get off and do that. And for the other rural sites, same thing. If you're not on yet, we need to get you on. Tomorrow, let's meet back here, same time, and begin a class, and we'll send an email out. And those that are on, we're going to go ahead and weld. If not everybody makes it, we're just going to keep pressing forward and going. Because I'm not going to hold up some sites. We're going to make it. So I think that's about it. So we're going to go ahead and we'll stop recording. We'll close this up.
And we'll stay on the
But Katrina and Celeste will stay on the Moodle chat, and we'll get some videos up for you tomorrow. Okay? Thanks for joining us, folks.